What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. I hope everyone had a great weekend, and I apologize for not getting a Madden video out to you guys last Friday. Allergies were just really killing me. It was really hard to record a video in general, but we are back in the good old grind. We're back with our first Madden 25 rebuild of the week, and we got to do the Cleveland Browns, man. Deshaun Watson is completely cooked. Let's get in here and let's rebuild the Cleveland Browns. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. So, like I said, man, Deshaun Watson sucks, man. He is never going to be his former self. Maybe one of the worst trades ever. Obviously, in the same offseason, I think, or around the same time, you had Russell Wilson to Denver. That trade worked out terribly. You had, obviously, Deshaun Watson to Cleveland. You had Carson Wentz to Washington. All of them were all bust, all terrible trades. Thankfully, my Commanders didn't give up like a crazy amount for Carson Wentz like the Broncos and the Browns did for Watson and Wilson, respectfully. But, man, Watson is so bad. He is a 72 overall in Madden, but this man just doesn't see the field at all. As a Commanders fan watching that game yesterday, I really couldn't believe Watson couldn't get anything going against our secondary. It's hard for me to tell if the last 2 weeks, like, our defense has gotten significantly better or the quarterbacks have just been really bad. But I think yesterday was a little bit of both because Watson was terrible, man. So we got to bench this man as soon as possible. I know Kevin Stefanski already said they're not going to bench him. They should get Chubb back soon, which should help a little bit. But they said they're going to stick with Watson. So I guess we'll do that for the rest of the season. Wouldn't surprise me at all if eventually, obviously Winston starts. But Watson's contract is completely guaranteed. So you're going to have to eat his salary eventually. And you're just going to have to draft a QB, which is what we'll do. We're obviously 1-4 to start the season. And here is what we have on defense, of course. So there are some nice pieces in Cleveland. Don't get me wrong. I do like a lot of what this roster has. But when you don't have the quarterback, that's always the main problem. And we just do not have the quarterback right now. Watson is just not good. So what we'll do is we'll simulate to the end of the season. It wouldn't surprise me at all if Amari Cooper traded the deadline as well. That definitely is something I could see happening. But we're going to simulate to the end of this season. We're going to see how we finish out. 1-4 on the season. We're probably going to draft a QB, assuming we have our draft pick, which I believe we do. I don't think we owe another one to Houston, but I could be wrong. But let's go ahead, simulate to the playoffs, and we'll see if we can turn this season around with Watson leading the way. But obviously, I highly doubt it. So at the end of the season, we finished up at 6-11. So as you can clearly see, we were pretty bad. So let's get straight to the offseason. We'll look at the player stats in just 1 second, and then we'll continue from there. But drafting a quarterback is my main priority. Whether it's in the second round, first round, whatever it may be, we got to draft a QB. We're not going to have enough funds to sign one. Watson's contract is going to haunt this team for a while. So we're just going to have to do what we can around his salary. We're not going to have a ton of cap space either, unfortunately. So if we take a look at the player stats, offense was 32nd in the NFL. And on the defense side of the football, hopefully a little bit better. Yeah, 17th in the NFL. So you had 24 touchdowns, 14 receptions from Watson. You had 895 yards and 6 touchdowns from Nick Chubb. 300 on the ground from Watson as well. Jerry Jeudy. And we didn't really have a 1,000-yard receiver. Cooper was not very good this year either. Defensively, sacks-wise, you had 10 from Myles Garrett to be expected. And he had 3 interceptions from Ward, 2 from Juan Thornhill, 1 from JOK, and 1 from Greg Newsome. So let's get straight into re-signing stage and get into the all of that. So we're not gonna have a ton of cap space. We're gonna be very, very haunted, like I said, by Watson's contract. So we have $17 million in cap space. So if there's a significant amount of free agents we have to resign, guess what? We're not gonna be able to get them back. So let's go take a look and see who this may be. So Nick Chubb, yeah, pretty important part of this offense, I would say. Amari Cooper, pretty important part. We're definitely, and then Jedrick Willis. After that, at least it's not too bad. But we're going to have to basically choose Chubb or Cooper. And I think we have to choose Nick Chubb. He's going to be the cheaper option. I don't know what Cleveland will eventually do with him. He is coming off a bad injury. But he wants to play for a new team. Franchise tagging would cost $15 million. Amari Cooper, we're not re-signing. We don't even have the quarterback to support him anyway. So, do I franchise tag Nick Chubb? Do we do that? I mean, the Giants franchise tag. I think we do. We don't have a ton of cap space to begin with, so I'm just going to use all my money on franchise tagging Nick Chubb for 1 year to keep him around, to give us something to like on this offense. So, yeah, that's where we're at. And now we'll go see if team salaries. It just said Nick Chubb's not coming back, but clearly we franchise tagged him to keep him around. So let's go take a look at what we can do with the salary. That's not what I meant to click. So let's go take a look at team salaries and see if there's like anybody to like clearly cut or something like that. So team salaries, if I can find it, I'm just looking right at it, my guy. All right, savings. So We have, oh, we could cut Watson to save $19 million. I think we do that. I didn't even think we could save any money by doing that, but I'm absolutely going to start here. So we will absolutely release Deshaun Watson. Obviously, huge, huge contract. We had to get rid of it. So we're not going to cut Myles Garrett. We're not going to cut Joel Bitonio. Jack Conklin, on the other hand, saving $8 million. I mean, we're definitely going to be in a little bit of a rebuild mode here. So we'll probably cut Jack Conklin as well. Actually, 31, we'll keep him. He's under a contract for 2 more years. So we'll only cut Deshaun Watson, and we'll just see what we can do in free agency with, what, $20 million in cap space. But first and foremost, let's go take a look at what we have on our roster to begin with. So on offense, we got DTR as our starting quarterback right now. We have Jerry Jeudy as our #1 wide receiver. We have Jerome Ford, Nick Chubb. We got Thrash. We got Njoku. So offensive line doesn't look terrible. It's serviceable, so we can rock with that. On the defense side of the football, we definitely need some linebackers, but outside of that, it's serviceable as well. So at least we have some positions locked up where we don't have to replace too many guys. There definitely still some work to be done. But $21 million in cap space, we're gonna go try to sign at least a linebacker or a wide receiver. I think that's where I want to start with this. So let's see if that's even available. So Javon Holland would be amazing. Obviously, we're not going to go for Javon Holland. We got Amari Cooper, who we're letting go. I just think it makes sense for him to go somewhere else. Chase Young, yeah, it'd be great, but it's not really the problem. So Khalil Mack, not really, doesn't really fit the scheme we're looking for. DeAndre Hopkins, Matthew Judon, Kevin Zeitler. So Deontay Johnson at 29. There might not be a guy to sign. There's Bobby Wagner, who I guess could be a solid veteran to bring in. So maybe I just start there to just give us something in free agency. So yeah, I guess we're going to go for Bobby Wagner. We could go all in for Javon Holland and just get the best player available in free agency. I don't mind that strategy, but he does have $18 million, 18 offers. So the odds of us getting him, I feel like, are pretty slim. So I'm just going to go after Bobby Wagner, who has no offers. I'm going to try to bring him to Cleveland and just give us a little bit of a plug-in at that middle linebacker spot. So I'll go for Bobby Wagner. Obviously not the Bobby Wagner we all know. He's not this, prime Bobby Wagner by any means, but we'll get him just to be a starter. And we're just going to head straight to the draft because that's where it's all going to start for us. We had literally no money to work with. So let's just get into draft night and let's fix things through the draft. So we do have a first round pick, which is good to know because clearly we needed that. So to me, round 1 and round 2 needs to be used on a quarterback and a wide receiver combo. So that is what I'll try to do. So let's see if we can accomplish that or not. So let's get straight into this draft and let's just see who's available when we're on the board. So let's get into it. We got Bijan Robinson in the video once again, but we're going to skip this video, get straight into it. So Tennessee's picking 1, Raiders number 2, New England number 3, Pittsburgh number 4. Okay, so we got Carson Beck, James Pierce, Jenkins, Luther Burden, Quinn Ewers, Will Johnson. So already 2 quarterbacks went off the board. So let's go see what's available to us at number 8. So number 8, we have Colston Loveland, which we're not taking a tight end. We got a corner. We got Travis Hunter. Holy moly. Do I kind of want to take Travis Hunter? Low key, I kind of do. I think taking Travis Hunter here and gambling, although, like I said, we get the best player, one of the best players available. We got McMillan as well at Arizona, which I'm a huge fan of. What quarterbacks do we have left? So Jalen Milroe, I did see last time that we have Dylan Gabriel in round 2 as well if we wanted to go that direction. Or we can go Shador Sanders. I mean, that's basically our option. So we could take Shador early or you take Milroe and try to get him in round 2. I am going to take Travis Hunter. I think last time, in one of the other videos, I took, Shador Sanders. But I'm going to take Travis Hunter here. We need a wide receiver anyway. Travis seat catching is very interesting. But I'm going to take him. I know how good Travis Hunter is in real life. And we're going to take him. Number 7 in true value. I've had to say, this man is a hidden development. I don't know what a hidden development wide receiver is. So welcome to Cleveland, Travis Hunter. I'm not sure if Deion Sanders is very happy about that. I know Deion said in an interview that he's got an idea where he wants his guys to go. Now I'm hoping Jalen Milroe falls to us in round 2, and that'll be the guy we take. And so far, I don't... Oh, Shador went... Wow, Shador fell to round 2. Interesting. So Shador went to the Raiders in round 2. That would have been a pick I wouldn't have minded either. Now, is he still available is the question. He is. So I think that is exactly what we're going to take here. We need a QB. No doubt about it. There is some other value on the board, of course, but at the end of the day, the most important position in football is quarterback. Jalen Milroe is a solid enough quarterback that I feel good enough about taking him in round 2 out of Alabama. Welcome to Cleveland, Jalen Milroe. He was ranked number 46 true value, drafted at 40. He is hidden development. So we got our quarterback and wide receiver combination exactly how I wanted. And now in round 3, the main position we don't have right now that I noticed that, we kind of need someone is probably the linebacker spot, our right outside linebacker spot. We have JOK and now Bobby Wagner. So we could go into next season having every position filled with at least something. And we do have, we don't really have a talented linebacker on the board at the moment. We do have this guy down here. We got power rushing linebackers, which we're looking for guys who could cover, but I guess we can see. So Ashton Bayless, B blockchain and B tackle. He's got C man coverage, A awareness, more of a pass rusher, as I mentioned. So not really exactly what we want, but let's see what else we got. We need linebackers that can cover. So Burgess, we got B pursuit, C tackle. He's got F man coverage. So if we were going to take a linebacker, it wouldn't be that. So we also could take a corner. You can never have enough corners, obviously, as well. I will go ahead and take Bayless here. Just give us something in that position. So I'll take Ashton Bayless here. Not exactly the best fit, but number 60 true value. Drafted him at 72. So hidden development linebacker. Really can't be too mad about that. Maybe eventually we move him down to the defensive line. But that will be our draft. I'll let our assistant GM take care of the rest. Overall, in my opinion, not a bad offseason. With the little amount of money we had to work with and what we had to work with, not bad. So let's get straight into the lineup going into year one. Draft classes are completely broken when you try to upload a 2026 draft class. Super annoying, but it is what it is. At least we got the 2025 draft class. But let's go take a look at our lineup going into year number 2. I said year 1, but this is clearly year 2. So once we start who we have, so we got Jerry Jeudy, Travis Hunter, I got Nick Chubb still. So I'm going to move Travis Hunter immediately to wide receiver 1. We could use another wide receiver, but I guess Thrash or Tillman is going to have to step up, which is fine. Jalen Milroe is the quarterback. Nick Chubb, Travis Hunter. O-line is decent enough. We got Njoku still at tight end as well. On the defense side of the football, you got Bayless. You got Bobby Wagner, JOK, Grant Delpit. You got Greg Newsome, Denzel Ward, Martin Emerson. D-line still looks good. So to me, this could low-key be a playoff team. I'm not saying we're going to be, but it wouldn't surprise me if we did make the playoffs. There's a lot of talent here still. We're going to have to see how good Jalen Milroe is his rookie season along with Travis Hunter. So we'll see what happens, but I'm expecting big things. We'll see how it goes. I could be disappointed. 88 overall defense, 85 overall in general. So let's see if this team can go make the playoffs in year number 2. And obviously this is year 1 without Deshaun Watson. So unfortunately for us, we do go 10-7, but it doesn't look like it was good enough to make the playoffs, which is really disappointing. Our division was phenomenal. Cincinnati just edged us out to make the playoffs. If it wasn't for our division being so damn good, we would have made it. But hey, we went over 500, 3 games over 500, and won 10 games on the season. So that's positive news. Unfortunately, missed the playoffs does suck, not gonna lie. But offense was 24th in the NFL, and then on the defense side of the football, 5th in the NFL. So we had 28 touchdowns, 18 interceptions from Milroe, his rookie season. You had 270 yards on the ground. You had 1,000 yards from Nick Chubb with 13 touchdowns, 4 from Jerome Ford as well. Receiving wise, you had 800 from Travis Hunter, 800 from Jerry Jeudy, 700 from Jamari Thrash, and Njoku was 600 as well. The defense side of the football, you had 10.5 sacks from Myles Garrett, 10 from Mike Hall, and then interceptions, you had 5 from JOK, 5 from Denzel Ward, 3 from Grant Delpit, and 3 from Greg Newsome. So to me, if I could keep things as the same as possible and just add with that, that is the goal. But we'll see if we can do that. It still doesn't show we have a ton of money. That might change. I'm not sure once we get in the off season. We only had $11 million in cap space. That might change a little bit. I do believe we'll have some important free agents to talk to, so that could definitely be that could be detrimental as well. So we'll see who is a free agent. We're gonna see who wins the Super Bowl as well in just a second. Unfortunately, we did not find ourselves there. So it was the Chiefs and the Niners, I guess, and it ended up being the Niners who finally beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So we got $149 million of cap space. So yeah, cap space has changed dramatically. Now, I assume that comes with a boatload of free agents, maybe some retirements as well. So let's see who is all here. I know Nick Chubb will obviously be here. So Njoku is here. Nick Chubb is here. Greg Newsome is here. Marty Emerson is here. Wyatt Teller is here. Juan Thornhill is here. Zadarius Smith is here. So a lot of different, and Joel Bitonio is here. So there's a lot of guys that started for us last year that are here that are obviously important to re-sign. So let's go ahead and start with Njoku. I want to keep everybody I just saw low key. So Njoku, he's gonna test free agency. Low key, franchise tagging Njoku doesn't sound too crazy to me. I am going to do it. We have a lot of cap space. I want to keep Njoku, so I'm gonna franchise tag him. Now I do want to get Nick Chubb back. Hopefully this time. We failed last year. Now giving him a 4-year deal sounds a little, at this point at 30, you don't really want to do that. But Nick Chubb will stick around, which is great. Greg Newsome, really talented corner. I notice he enters free agency a lot, so I do believe we have to give him a bag. So hopefully we can get him to stay. So let's see what he says to that. And exactly, he comes back. Great. All right, Martin Emerson, another corner in the room. Want to keep him around as well. I've seen him enter free agency on top of that. and he will test free agency. Would love to get him back. Franchise tag White Teller, same thing. Got to keep the O-line intact as much as possible. See if we can get him back. So boom, get him back. W. So the only one we've missed on so far is Martin Emerson. I do believe we can get a better free safety in free agency or somewhere else. So I'm going to move on from that. Darius Smith is kind of older, so I might move on from him as well. Jerome Ford, backup running back. He seemed to add a little bit on the ground last year, so he'll be back as well. All right, and then last but not least, I did want to get Joel Bitonio back if possible, just to kind of keep the O-line, like I said, as good as we possibly can. He's going to play for a new team, so we're not going to get him back either. Okay, well, at least we're entering free agency with a ton of cap space. $84 million is definitely something we can work with. So we lost Martin Emerson. I do want to get him back, so I'm going to make him offer free agency still. Let's take a look at the rest of the roster, see if anybody, retired on us or whatever. So, and then let's see what Milroe and Hunter are. So, Travis Hunter, Superstar X Factor. We needed that, so love that. Milroe's only a star. So we do need a center. Other than that, we kind of have guys at the left tackle and right tackle spot. So that's good. So center, I guess, would be the more important position to go after. Maybe a third wide receiver wouldn't be too discouraging to go for as well. On the defense side of the football, Bobby Wagner is gone. It looks like he may have hung it up. So we'll have to go after somebody else there. Maybe another D tackle and another edge rusher, a free safety, like all of that's going to be important to go after. And then Martin Emerson, as we mentioned. So let's go make some offers in free agency. So I have made 5 offers here in free agency, by my best offer being Odafe, who is up to a Superstar X Factor, and he's a fellow division rival, or what, obviously belonged to Baltimore at one point. So I'm going to offer him a massive deal because we play him opposite of Myles Garrett, which would give us a massive pass rush. So that is our best offer. We're gonna get Ryan Kelly. Martin Emerson will come back. Ivan Pace and the DJ Reader. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get Odafe to come to Cleveland as well. And let's see. So let's see if he signed with us. Did he sign with us? No, he didn't. Okay, so we did not get Ivan Pace or Odafe. We got Emerson back. We got Reader and we got Ryan Kelly, which sucks. I really wanted Odafe. We didn't get him. Wide receiver, I do like the idea of Khalil Shakir. Was not able to make him an offer earlier, so I'm going to go for Khalil Shakir as our third wide receiver. I think that's a nice little weapon to have. Looks like Washington has offered a little bit better of an offer, so I'm not going to go gamble, or I'm not going to, offer too much else. Donovan Peoples-Jones, former Brown, we could bring him back. Devin Duvernay, I guess, would be a solid slot guy, former Baltimore Raven as well, so we can go for him. Duvernay, no offers, so we don't have to compete with anybody there. All right. So we got a D tackle. Now I want a pass rusher, another one if possible. Odafe was the guy to go for, and now it doesn't look like we really have that. So Andrews is here, Tyrann Mathieu's here. So we did say we needed a free safety, so Mathieu could be interesting to grab as a veteran. You got Kevin Byard as well, Juan Thornhill. I mean, I guess we're going to go Tyrann Mathieu. He's only got 2 offers. We're trying to be in the playoffs, and Tyrann Mathieu could help us with that. So I'm going to sign Tyrann Mathieu. A little older, obviously, so not going to expect the same Tyrann Mathieu. We all know, but I'll take it regardless. So we'll see if we can get him. He may not sign with us. So we do have Zadarius Smith out here still. So maybe we just go after him, or Grady Jarrett. We could just go after one of those guys. So you know what? I will just go try to bring back Zadarius Smith, who just played with us. Keep the continuity. We were good with him, so might as well try to keep him around. So we'll see if we get the 3 guys we've made offers in to end it here. So Mathieu, if he comes, that'd be great. And he did not sign with us. So we're now debating between Duvernay and Zadarius Smith. So Mathieu doesn't sign with us, but we do get Duvernay and Zadarius Smith. Okay, so that's nice. So we don't have a free safety, unfortunately. There is always some good ones in the draft, though, so I'm not too discouraged. We could bring back Juan Thornhill. He just played with us, so no, to give us something. I might still draft one, but just to give us something in the building, I'll go for Juan Thornhill. So now let's head to draft night. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a real draft class because after Madden fixes one thing, the other thing is going to be broken. The second draft class loading. First one was broken, and now you can't load a second draft class either. It's broken now too. So that's great. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how things have gone so far. So let's take a look at our lineup before going into draft night, and let's see what we're working with. And then we'll kind of know what we need exactly. So offensive line to me looks decent enough that I can get away with it. Wide receivers are fine with Travis Hunter. Nick Chubb, Jerome Ford looks good. So offense, I think I'm chilling there. Maybe a tackle wouldn't be bad if we wanted to go after a different tackle, but they're serviceable enough. Defensively, middle linebacker is a massive hole right now. So a middle linebacker and free safety is kind of the main things we definitely need. So we'll look into that going into this draft. We'll have not a high pick. Obviously, we barely missed the playoffs, but we'll have a first round pick regardless to try to address those two needs. So let's see. Middle linebacker and free safety would be, and tackle. If we wanted to go after tackle, I wouldn't mind that direction either. But let's see if we got any of those options on the board for us. So we got a quarterback, which we definitely don't need. We got a left tackle, so we do have a tackle on the board, and we have a safety on the board, who's not a strong safety, but he's not a free safety, but he's a strong safety, 5'9", and then you got 5'10". Okay, so let's take a look at this tackle first and foremost. A, awareness, A, impact blocking. Looks damn good. But again, middle linebacker, what about that? Forgot to look at that. We don't have that either. So let's see the safeties. So we got Derek Brooks, B hit power. He looks solid. B catching, C tackle. So might go after him. Let's look at the other guy before we make the decision though. And the other guy, Trent Mackey out of Wisconsin. B man coverage, B tackle, C zone. He looks good too. You know what? Since he's a free safety, I'll take Trent Mackey here with our round 1 pick. He's going to be number 5 in true value. Wow, we drafted him 18, so feeling pretty good about that. The 5'10 free safety, welcome to Cleveland. Might have been a really, really sneaky pick there, so feeling good about that first selection. And now we can go to round 2 and see if we can get maybe a middle linebacker. Hopefully there's one here. I don't know if we'll get that lucky. Again, it's not really here, so we could draft a safety, or we could maybe make a trade for a middle linebacker if we wanted to as well, because that's the one position we definitely need, and it's just not here in this draft class. So let's see what middle linebackers look like in this draft class right now. So we got round 3 to 4 projection on this guy. He actually does look good based off those 2 grades. So maybe we get Kamal Warden out of Kansas State in round 3 and hope he could be good enough. I mean, he looks solid, so maybe I'll wait for him in round 3. We'll take somebody else here. We could reach, but I'm not going to do that. So let's just go to all positions. And I didn't mean to do that. Let's just do, attributes. Let's do attributes. Okay, so strong safety and then hybrid strong safety. So I think I might take one of the safeties here, I guess. And we'll take the hybrid guy out of Georgia. Georgia Bulldogs obviously producing talent. So 2 safeties in a row. So we'll see what he ended up being. So number 36 true value. So 2 really solid picks. And now I'm going to reach for that guy. Hopefully he's still on the board. If not, we may have played ourselves. But round 3, if Wharton is here, which no, that's Roten who just went. So it looks like, or no, he went to Indy. Maybe I should have taken him in round 2. We'll get to so we do have a middle linebacker on the board, but he's a run stopper. Not really the best option, but we do need one. So let's see. B blockchain, D zone, A player recognition. We'll take him. We'll be happy with it. We needed someone there. Number 55 true value, drafting to 82. Normal dev. It is what it is. But let's go into next season and hope that this year we actually make the playoffs. So after missing the playoffs last year, we do make it this year at 11-6. So beautiful stuff. Let's go take a look at the player stats, as you had offense 23rd in the NFL. So not the best, but it looks like Milroe did solid enough. Defensively, we were first in the NFL. So defense ended up being the best defense in the NFL. So that is exactly what we want to hang our hat on. So we got 500 yards from Jerome Ford, 900 from Nick Chubb. Duvernay was our leading receiver with 893 yards, 800 from Travis Hunter, 800 from Jerry Jeudy. But again, defense is where we're going to hang our hat. We need to stop teams in the playoffs. We'll see if we can do just that. You had 3 interceptions from Juan Thornhill, 2 from Grant Delpit, 2 from Martin Emerson, and 1 from JOK. So with the Bills around 1, let's go see if we can knock off the Buffalo Bills and find ourselves in the divisional round. It feels good to be here. Let's see how Jalen Milroe does in his very first playoff game. So jumping into this wild card game against the Buffalo Bills, we'll see him come out here and score on our very first drive, and we will get a field goal up, and we get an interception. Martin Emerson interception. We do not score off the turnover though. We need to do that, and it's 10-zip. So we're up 10-0. Another interception. Defense is doing their thing against Josh Allen right now, which is exactly what we need our defense to do. But again, our offense isn't the best, so we got to keep scoring. And right now, defense is doing their thing. It's 24-10. And we're up 31-10. So offense put up 30. Defense is allowing only 10 points. That is the recipe for going to the next round. And just like that, we beat the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. Defense held strong. And now we're going to the next round. So that was a great start. And let's go see what we can do in the divisional round. So after our beautiful win over the Buffalo Bills, we come to the divisional round playing the Cincinnati Bengals, our fellow division rival. So let's see them come out here, and we are going to get a stop on the first drive of the game, and we will go up 3-0. Okay, that's nice, but they're now up 7-3. But we respond with our own touchdown. So this is a good start so far, but the Bengals will take the lead, and we'll take it back, 17-14. So far, so good. Can we take the lead here? Yes, we're up 10. the Bengals are going to cut it to a 3-point lead, and we are going to get interception with good field position, and we get another touchdown on the board. It's 31-28. They have 3 timeouts, so all we need to do is get a first down, and this game is over. And we got Nick Chubb to help us out with that. So let's see if I can get ourselves a first down in this game. I do like the one-on-one coverage, Travis Hunter on the outside, but I'm just going to keep this conservative for now and run the ball with Nick Chubb. What are you doing, 77? You had one block, and you ran away from it. That was a first down if you just... Oh, my gosh, bro. That just pissed me off. What is he doing, bro? He had the guy right in front of him to block, and he just ran away from him. All right, well, we're going to keep this on the ground again. You know, let's see. Okay, hopefully we get the block. It looked like I got a first down for a second, but Nick Chubb doesn't have the breakaway speed, unfortunately. Do I go crazy here, and do I throw this ball? I might. I might throw this for the first down. You know why? Because I do like a certain route with Jerry Jeudy here. I'm going to go Jerry Jeudy. Just kidding. I can't. All right, you know what? It's going to run the ball again. Just kidding. It's not even giving me that option. Why can't I just run the freaking ball? All right, there we go. HB zone weak. I don't like this at all. Not going to lie. But I will make them burn their last time out. Give me a block, 77, and I'm... Okay, thank you. And now we can just slide this down, and that is your ball game. Wow, he could have done that earlier. That would have been so much easier, but that is going to be your game. We're going to come into Cincinnati. We went into Buffalo. 2 good-ass teams in the AFC, and we just knocked them both down. Love that for us. We came in, ran for the first down, coaching adjustments, and tempo adjustment, chew clock. That's how you do it. I was like trying to figure out how to do it in a couple of videos ago, but you just do it like that. That's simple. I mean, it always was like that. It just you used to just click it and not have to. You get what I mean. But I'm going to kneel this one last time. That's your ball game. We're going to the AFC Championship. Let's go. And of course, who else but the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship? Why would it be anybody different? Let's see if we can come out here and put on a show against the Kansas City Chiefs. We've gone into Buffalo. We beat them. We've gone to Cincinnati. And now we go on the road to Kansas City. Here goes nothing. Summating this first drive, we're going to go up 3-0. So we're not getting touchdowns on our first drive. That could be detrimental in this game. We need to put up points. Okay, we get a touchdown there. Nice. Chiefs are going to get their own touchdown, so defense is not being able to stop them. And we can still tie this game here, which we do. So we're not out of it just yet. They are going to take a touchdown lead before half. They're going to have the ball after half, too. We get an interception, though. Massive interception. We need to score on it, and we don't. 17-27. We got to score here. We don't. And that might be all she wrote. We can come out here and try to score quickly, but not getting points off that first interception there was not good. We needed that interception in the worst way possible. We just didn't get it. So I'm going to come out here, try to get up some quick points. I don't know if it'll really matter at the end of the day, but I do like Devin Duvernay open right now up the seam. So we'll take that and we'll run very quickly, and we'll see if our defense is going to stop if I can put this in the end zone. So we'll go 5 wide once again. Travis Hunter up the seam maybe looks good potentially. I'm going to go give B a chance. This is Jerome Ford on the outside, and I tested Trent McDuffie. I'm stupid, bro. I mean, this game was over anyway to begin with. But, yeah, I forgot who I was throwing, what direction I was throwing in there. And I just tested Trent McDuffie, who was a superstar X Factor. I just noticed before I started the game. So yeah, that was pretty dumb. I should not have thrown that. All right. Well, I'm still going to take some shots downfield. Looks like they have a star corner on the other side as well. So this may not be the best option either, but I'm going to throw a dot, or not a dot necessarily. I'm going to throw a bomb, and it looked like it might have been open, but unfortunately 27 out of other plans. He says no. That's Connor, whoever that might be. I don't know, but I am going to try to put some points in the end zone in this game here. And we're going to give a screen to Nick Chubb. Give me some blocks, man. I might go. Oh, my goodness. Just kidding. We're not going. But that was a nice little drive starter. Looks like we have thrown some interception in this game as well. Let's get a read option going before... What on earth just happened? Oh, I didn't hand it off. Why did it automatically hand it off? Do I have to click A to keep it now? That was looking like I was about to go for a while. And it handed off to Nick Chubb, I think. I didn't even... Whatever. Okay, I don't know what happened there. But all right, let's go to China Smash, and let's see if we can get, okay, I like the press coverage. Do I trust Trent McDuffie again? Probably not. Don't allow, yeah, I'm not doing that. All right, so I'm going to have to take the underneath Njoku here. Didn't really see anything else that I liked, quickly reading that. All right, play action post shot. We'll see if we can get Duvernay over the middle. I don't know if we'll be able to, or Travis Hunter. I think I'm going to, Just kidding. I don't even get the ball off. 4th and 6. Okay, this is the last play of the game, boys. Unless if I, obviously convert, which is possible. I wouldn't, I won't rule it out. But I'm going to go slants here. I'm going to look at, it's going to be Trent McDuffie guarding him. So I don't know if I should really throw that. But all right, let's see if we get a first down. I do have Travis Hunter for the first down, unless if he drops it, which he doesn't. So we're going to convert and keep this ball moving. Play action, wide glance. We'll go for this. Try to take a shot at the end zone here. Travis Hunter. Looks like McDuffie's X factor is at least off, but again, doesn't really. I'm going Hunter for the touchdown. Can he grab this? This might be out of bounds. Just kidding. That is a touchdown. We'll take it. We got 3 timeouts. Maybe the defense can get us the ball back. No, not going to be the case. But guys, we made it to the AFC Championship. Unfortunately, not getting a touchdown after that interception. We got no points off that either. That really hurt us, and that's going to be the sealer for this one. Fun video regardless. Cleveland is cooked, man. Deshaun Watson is terrible. I remember how badly, as a Commanders fan, just because I wanted a quarterback at the time. When Watson became available, I'm like, bro, I want Watson so badly. And that was before all the, massage stuff came out. But I'm so glad we didn't get him. Russell Wilson, same thing. So glad we didn't get him either. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.